Hi guys, alrighty, so I'm here with Maddie. So, I know I am way behind on my updates for you guys on what's going on with me. Let me just kind of explain kind of what happened. Um, as many of you guys know, I returned to work on September 9th. I worked September 9th, 10th, and 11th, and hi Maddie. Um, uh, when I returned to work, I was still having my postpartum bleeding, um, and it hit on the 8th. It was actually it was brown, so I kind of expected it to be done, um, you know, soon or finish up in a little bit, like a week or so. Um, Tuesday morning when I got up, it was red and had picked up a little bit. And I'm like, well, I know with activity it does pick up. It's normal, very normal. So then I went to work, and then when I got up Wednesday morning, it increased even more and was bright red. And I went, ah. Um, then I worked Wednesday, and I only worked 4 hours. Keep that in mind. It was only 4 hours, so I figured, oh, whatever, I can kind of muscle through it. Wednesday night, I was in bed, and all of a sudden, I felt like a gush. It was like a mini gush. And, TMI, I checked, because I really didn't want to get out of, I would have to get out of bed, but I was like, did I just, like, pee myself, or what the heck? Like, it was one of those weird things, like, I wasn't sure exactly what it was, and of course I had blood, and I'm like, and it was bright, bright red, like, brand new blood. Kind of panicked for a little bit, sat down, didn't, like, there's no more blood coming out, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on it. Called the doctor. I was told, because the doctor that did my C-section wasn't in, so I had the doctor that I don't like, and he said, oh, well, it's fine, don't worry about it, go to work. And I told my husband, I don't feel comfortable going to work and bleeding this much, like, it's a lot of blood. I'm not comfortable. So I took Thursday, and it wasn't getting better. On the 13th, it wasn't getting better. Well, it started to get a little bit better on the 13th, so they have a thing called the Circle of Fun here. It's a church thing that you go, just activities. Because of Friday, it turned back to like a brownish red, which is, many of you guys know, brown means old. So I'm like, okay, so it's clearing up. Well, going back down. So I'm like, all right, so I can return to work on Monday. Not a big deal. So we went to the church thing, walked around for maybe an hour, maybe, and it was right back, bright red a lot. Not where I was soaking a pad every half hour, but about every hour to hour and a half. So, I rested Sunday, went back down to nothing. So I called them and, said, I need to go back to work. Well, the doctor who did the C-section called me back, and she said, I'm going to meet with you at 3 o'clock. I said, oh, well, then, I'll need a note to go back to work on, the next day. She's like, well, let's see you, and then we'll determine that if you're going back to work. We went in, and she did an ultrasound, and she's like, you still have a lot of clots. And she even felt, she's like, your uterus hasn't shrunken down a lot more. It's, and she asked me at that point, she's like, are you passing clots? I said, yeah, some good sized clots. She's like, all right. She's like, you're out of work until September 30th. She's like, you need to rest. Your body. And she knows that I had a little bit of swelling near my where they tied the knot for my incision. And she's like, you could have ended up pulling muscles there. Let's go home, rest. So I've really just been focusing on getting my milk supply way up, pumping. I'm very proud to say that I'm at 200 ounces right now that I have, stashed. I'm hoping to have more. So, because I added an extra pumping, so I'm hoping I'm able to have enough for her while I'm gone for 4 hours. Because yes, I returned back to work today again for 4 hours, and only until the 15th. And on the 15th, I returned back to full no restrictions, meaning I can lift again. Kind of nervous about that, but she said to kind of go easy when I go back, for the full 8 hours. She's like, kind of take it easy, ease yourself into stuff. So I didn't get much sleep last night, trying to get everything prepared so that way. She's got hiccups and she's telling you how much she loves having mommy come see. Sorry. So we're going back to work. It's also been a little bit crazy. My mom had surgery done on her elbow because last year, about the time of the miscarriage that I had in August, my mom had... Sorry, she had fallen, broke her elbow. Well, she didn't break her elbow. She, I think she broke part of the bone or something. But we're working on some gas. So, yeah, I'm so sorry that, I haven't been keeping up with the videos. It's hard when you've got 2 little ones, too. So, but, yeah, so we're all still doing good. I went to the doctor yesterday. My bleeding has finally, I'm down to just spotting here and there of brown. My uterus is back down to normal. Everything, looked good at my appointment. Of course, then we discussed birth control, and she said, before she even said anything, I said, I don't want to do anything that's going to affect my milk supply. Nothing. And she's like, okay, so we're not going to do the mini pill, because she's like, that can affect your milk supply somewhat. And I said, well, she's like, some people does, some people doesn't. So, and she's like, so there's Mirena, which I said, I really don't like that idea. And she said they can't put it in until about 12 weeks postpartum. And then it would be they don't recommend the shot either while breastfeeding. And then there's the implants that they put in your arm. So she said, it's up to my husband and I, which at this point, we had a nice argument last night, and I'm not going to need birth control because you need to have sex to get pregnant, right? So I don't think I have anything to worry about, because I've kind of come to the decision and the conclusion that if you're not wholeheartedly, committed to improving the relationship or fixing the problems, then it's not really fair to the other person. So I've been trying really hard, and he hasn't. So I'm done. So, yeah. So, I will talk to you guys later because I have a little Miss Fussy Pants because she's got gas. So, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.